Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Carter Hour. We're out here in the Impala right now. I had a request on how to remove and put in new tweeters. Well, I did this project last year, and I'm going to show you exactly how to remove this trim panel. You need to remove this this A-pillar trim panel piece, and first you'll need a small screwdriver like I have here, and then you'll need a Phillips screwdriver. And what you're going to use the small screwdriver for is up here there's a screw behind this little trim piece, and you just pop it out like that. There'll be a little indentation. Just slip your small bladed screwdriver in there, find your screw, unscrew it. Very simple. And just drop my screw. And convenient little miscellaneous screw holders in the door there. And there should be 3 or 4 clips, spring clips that hold this on. Just want to get your fingers right here and kind of work down the molding here. And you just pull. Okay, I apologize. 1 spring clip. I was used to my old Grand Marquis. Now, you want to pull it out towards you, and then what you want to do is lift. Okay, do you see how I just did that? Lift, and then turn over. Now you can see my tweeter kind of came out there, but the old tweeters, I'll just move that aside, snapped into these 3, I guess you could call them clip holders or clips, snapped in and held it in place. Well, I haven't had any problems with this being held into place here. So I've taken this and a little bit more cable there. Taken this basically and put my aftermarket tweeter in this way, and it's pretty much held it in place. I didn't really do anything special or anything like that to hold it in place. It's got enough force there that it just holds it right in place. You run your wire across here, there's a piece. This foam piece actually stops this from vibrating. But if you actually just spread this a little bit, like that, the wire comes out. Put in your new tweeter, reverse. Now this holds in. I mean, they hold in, but since I'm toying with it, and if you wanted to, something that's not permanent, you could probably place some hot glue along these areas, and it won't damage anything, and it'll come right out if you want to ever pull it out later on. But it's simple. Most of the aftermarket tweeters fit the factory style. I was going to try to pull this apart so I had more clearance to snap it in place, but I'm really not worried about it. Also, when you're taking this apart, beware not to tug on this. This is an airbag. Now, some of the earlier Impalas of this body style might not have the side impact curtain airbags. I do. Anything, I would say 2010 plus, is going to have the curtain airbag. So you want to make sure you don't tamper with this whatsoever, because if it happens you break one of these clips and you just put it back up in there, it could cause this airbag not to function properly or cause you harm if you get into an accident. This tube up here is actually a drain tube for the sunroof. Some Impalas will have this. If you have a sunroof, you'll have it. Some Impalas do not have it. So, but that's how you basically remove the tweeter. Now there's a second part to this, and I'll show you here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this, and I'll just keep it rolling as I do it. So I want to make sure my tweeter's in place. Push it back down as you pulled it up. You want to tilt it back into place, and it looks like our tab went back in. Now the seal over here too, you might have to manipulate that to get this back in place. All I do is run my finger down through here and then push it back in. Make sure this is all the way down. Doesn't need anything firm. And since my clip closed again, or the trim piece that hides the screw, I'm going to want to, and I see, there we go, didn't slide behind. And then I want to put my screw back in. Okay, here over on the dash is a panel. Now you would think that this panel does not remove. It doesn't look like it removes, but it does. So what you got to do is, I don't remember how I did this last time. I know I removed it. But this panel actually comes out. There we go. You take that panel out. And right here is where that factory tweeter plugs into. So what you'll do is a simple flat bladed screwdriver, push down, pull out, and you can see this is where the new tweeter wires into, right here. Now, so you'll have to undo this in order to get the tweeter out. Just don't yank it out. Unless, of course, you don't care, but I like to do things clean. And actually, this is still a live wire. Another speaker could be hooked up to that if desired, but I have no desire to hook that up. So what I'm going to do is just leave it that way. And I have wired my new tweeter. It actually goes into a crossover in the door through here, and there's a crossover that sits right here. So that is the second part that you have to do, and simply to put the panel back, slide it in as so, line it up, pop it back in, and that's it.
Wow, it's kind of like having a fairy godmother who grants you a wish. Yeah?
There is a road
you don't really truly want to take on. Might be worth just putting in the system and having somebody tune it for you. Now I tuned it by ear. I'm sure it's not perfect, and usually what they'll do to tune your stereo is put in a surround mic in the middle of the car that can sense the acoustics, where they're lacking, where they're too much, so you get a good balance around the car. But I get a very good balance, as you can hear. I mean, even with the low volume. So anyways, that's how you remove the tweeter from the A-pillar. One screw, you got to use it to pry back the, use your flat bladed to pry back the cover on the screw, unscrew it, pull it gently, don't hit that rope inside there, that's your airbag, so make sure you don't do that. And pull it and tilt it back just enough, and then lift it out, and then, you know, pull it down. And then the second part is you got to disconnect it from inside that panel. So anyways, for another edition of the Carter Hour, I'm glad you could join me, and looking forward to posting more videos up there as well. So thank you again, my viewers, friends, subscribers. Look forward to doing more videos. It's been an absolutely beautiful day today, and I'm looking forward to more of these. Looking forward to getting the car cleaned up. This is the dirtiest I think I've ever let it get, and coming soon. I'm going to do more. First, 2014. Can't believe we're almost a quarter of the way through 2014 already. Time just goes by fast. See you later.